Hello and welcome. On behalf on Surf Life Saving Australia, we welcome you here to the beautiful Bondi Icebergs to announce the official launch of this year's Iron Series for the 2024-25 season. I'm Courtney Hancock and I'm a former Iron woman, and I'm very excited to be again a part of the commentary team. I can't wait. Okay, so the reason we are all gathered here today to share some very exciting news about the Iron Series. And I'm very excited to announce that Surf Life Saving Australia CEO, Adam Weir.
Hi everyone, I'm Adam Weir. I'm the CEO of Surf Life Saving Australia, and I'd just like to thank everyone for joining us, whether it's online, on the live stream. Thanks for joining us for this exciting announcement, or everyone that's turned up in person. We're obviously here to talk about the Iron Series, which enjoys such a long history in surf life saving sport. Going back 40 plus years of history with the organisation, an iconic sport across the Australian summer, with some of the great legends of sport in general in Australia and in surf lifesaving sport coming through and participating and winning the Iron Series. Today I'm really pleased to announce that we're starting a new chapter, bringing a new chapter to this iconic history and this iconic event in the Iron Series. I'm so thrilled and really delighted to announce today that we've signed a 3-year partnership with Shaw & Partners Financial Services as the official naming rights partner for the Surf Life Saving Australia Shaw & Partners Iron Series. I'd like to acknowledge the Shaw & Partners Financial Services co-CEO Earl Evans and his team, who have been so fantastic to work with as we've got to this point, this fantastic point where we're able to announce a 3-year partnership for naming rights for the Shaw & Partners Iron Series that gives us sustainability and gives us a great future for the next 3 years, and gives surety to all of these fantastic athletes that you see standing behind me. We're looking forward to a great future with Shaw & Partners Financial Services as naming rights partner in the Shaw & Partners Iron Series. I know we're going to be delivering some fantastic innovation, some fantastic competition, and some fantastic entertainment across the summer with the series. I'd also like to just acknowledge Kellogg, who have been a fantastic partner to work with over the history of the event. And now I'd like to introduce our Surf Life Saving Australia Sport Manager, Wayne Drury, who's going to tell us some of the great initiatives and some of the changes that we've made for the series this year. Thank you.
Thanks, Adam. And what a day. What a day, as Adam said, a new chapter in iron racing for Surf Life Saving Australia. And what a day to have great partners on board. Shaw & Partners Financial Services, headed up by the CEO Earl Evans, and Race 1 Surfcraft. To me, what excites me and my events team the most about this partnership is that it gives us 3 years, a 3-year deal that we can develop this series and take it to further heights. It's an iconic piece of the surf sports landscape, and with Earl on board, Shaw & Partners Financial Services and Race 1, I'm absolutely confident that we can now take this to new heights, and my team and the broad team at SLSA are so excited to what we can do. So let's get down to some nitty gritty. What's this series going to look like? As my boss, the CEO Adam Weir, just said, this brings in a new chapter in iron racing, and it probably ushers in a little bit of a different way we're going to crown the winner. Overall, there will be 400,000 plus prize pool that will be on this series, and that includes $25,000 check to the winner, along with a Isuzu MUX courtesy of Race 1 Surfcraft to each of the winners. So overall, we're looking for the winners alone in excess of a $65,000 payday. And that in itself is extremely exciting. But what does this series look like? I know we've got athletes out there, coaches out there, supporters out there, hanging on. What does this look like? For starters, one of the biggest changes will be we're going to take 15 athletes from the trial. The trial this year will be brought in a new era. We are going to try and bring some new blood into the event. We're trying to encourage some young kids out there that worship the people behind me, that have been watching this series like I have done over for a long time, and they want to be part of it. So we're going to take 15 athletes from the trial in each of those, in male and female. That's up from 7 that we've done in the previous years. So overall, we're going to start with an overall field of 28 athletes, up from 20. So an extra 8 athletes are going to come into the field for the first weekend. So what will the series look like? We're going to have 3 weekends of racing with the 6 usual formats that we run. There'll be a combination of our enduro, our super sprint, our specialist, and what a new event which I'll get to at the end called the Grand Eliminator. Overall, the series will have a different look this year. And as I said, as we usher in a new sponsor, we're going to usher in a whole new way to award the winner. So what will it look like? In summary, we're probably looking at a slight point score, but more wrapped in a blanket of elimination. That's how I best explain it. First weekend will be in December. Location to be confirmed, but we've got some exciting new locations that won't far off being announced. So we'll race for a weekend in December. On that first weekend, 28 athletes will be on the start line. 28 athletes will race over 2 formats, the Enduro and the Eliminator. At the end of that weekend, there will be a point score kept over those 2 races only, and the bottom 6 will be eliminated. We're then down to a field of 22. 22 will then move on. Those successful 22 athletes will then move on to the second weekend in December. A whole new fresh point score will prevail. No points, no places, nothing will carry over from the original weekend, and those 22 athletes will then race over the formats of Super Sprint and Eliminator. From then, we then drop out the bottom 6. We're down to a field of 16 that will then move into the final weekend, and this is when it gets super exciting. This system crescendos more with elimination as we get to the back end of it. On the final weekend, it'll be divided into 2 parts. Those 16 will race over the specialist round on the Saturday, and then the bottom 4 will drop out. We're then down to 12, and then we move to the last race of the series, the last format on the Sunday. And we'll do 3 eliminator races. We'll commence with 12, we'll go down to 10, and then it's game on, what I describe as game on for the last race. We'll have 8 athletes on the line, and it is winner takes all. That is when the series will be decided purely on the last race. From that race, as I said, the winner will walk away with $25,000 and a brand new Isuzu MUX courteous of Race 1 Surfcraft. An exciting way. I'm excited. I think the athletes behind me probably had a little bit of trepidation when they first heard it, but overall I think it's an exciting way. We usher in a new sponsor. It's a new era for iron racing, and I couldn't be happier. And back to you, Courtney.
Thank you, Adam, and thank you, Wayne. And there you have it. There's an insight. What's going to be an iron series. It's definitely going to make the history books. And we're going to start the trials off at Tugun on the Gold Coast in November. Those dates yet to come. And next up, I would like to introduce and welcome a man that has made a dream a reality. Shaw & Partners Financial Services CEO, Earl Evans.
Thank you, Courtney. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Wayne, and thank you, Surf Life Saving Australia. It's a real privilege to partner with Surf Life Saving Australia and to assist and help take this Iron Series to the new level. For Shaw & Partners, it's not new to us to actually be involved in iron racing, and again, as a firm, financial services, Shaw & Partners Financial Services invested over $5 million in surf sports over the last 5 years, and this is a continuation of that. When we started the Shaw & Partners Shannon Eckstein Classic 5 years ago, it was just an idea when David Shields, the president of BMD Northcliffe, and the great Shannon Eckstein and I had a conversation. It was $50,000 prize money and there was 250 competitors. 6 years later, that's actually a 6-round series, over $500,000 prize money and nearly 1,000 people to every event. So our history at Shaw & Partners Financial Services is partnering with groups to actually make them bigger, better, engage the community and make sure they have massive followings. The exciting part about this is there's not only a 3-year commitment which allows us to plan. Our personal view is next year we make it a 4-round series and the following we turn it into 5 with more money, with an extension to extend for a further 3 years. Partnering with Race 1 Surfcraft, it makes for a really powerful combination to bring a lot of energy to the sport. What's also super exciting to us is the 2032 Olympics. So for us, we really want to partner with Surf Life Saving Australia and the governing bodies to really assist whatever we can do to make sure that Iron Person Racing has actually bought into the Olympics in Brisbane in 2032. And again, this is a great lead, and these fine athletes beside us, particularly Noah Maggs and Katie Reese, and all of the young athletes over the next 6-7 years have got great things to train hard for and to actually work with to become better athletes and make sure they get their foot on the line for the 2032 Olympics if we can make it all happen. Again, from our side, the prize money is very important. These are some of the best athletes in the world. They train for hours and hours per day on all levels of discipline, just not the physicality side, but the mental side of it. There's so many layers to it. It's a sport that we want to help elevate to back where it was 20 years ago. We think over the last 5 years it's been definitely majorly on the improvement with this series and a number of other events that are run. And again, a culmination, we're really excited about the summer. Again, I really want to thank Surf Life Saving Australia. I want to thank Race One Surfcraft for their financial assistance in this, and for all of the staff at Shaw and Partners Financial Services. It's not something that I make as a decision myself. It's something that the staff need to be engaged in right around the country. They support many clubs around the country, over 300 surf clubs that patrol our beaches, keep our beaches safe, and again allow people to swim with safety is very, very important. But as a byproduct of those 300 plus surf clubs, there's this wonderful surf sports area where Iron Person Racing has come to the front. So again, thank you to all of the staff at Shaw and Partners for supporting this initiative, and we really look forward to the summer ahead. Thanks everyone.
Thank you so much, Earl, for the kindness that you give and continue to give to our sport. Now, Surf Life Saving would also like to announce that we welcome Race One Surfcraft to be on board as official partner for this year's series. So I'd like to now welcome up, he is a Bondi local, he definitely loves an introduction as well. We may as well call him Mr. Bondi himself, and that is Jimmy Walker.
Thank you, Courtney. Race One Surfcraft is absolutely honoured to be joining with Surf Life Saving Australia in the Shaw and Partners Financial Services Iron Series. It's an iconic professional series that's been run over many years, but it's going to go to new levels, and Race One is certainly proud to be involved. So thank you to SLSA and Shaw and Partners Financial Services, Earl Evans. Race One will be giving their money and their time and their expertise to the athlete zone and making that something super special throughout the Iron Series. And more importantly, we will be donating 2 Isuzu MUX cars to both the male and the females in the winner of those series for them to drive, get their Race One Surfcraft on top of, and get to training and live life large. So from Race One Surfcraft, we're very, very proud to be joining this 3-year extension to Professional Iron Series, to Shaw and Partners Financial Services. Thank you for involving Race One, and more importantly to the iconic Surf Life Saving Australia. Race One is super proud to be involved with everything you do. Thank you, and best of luck this season to all people competing.
Thank you so much, Jimmy, and thank you so much, Race One. Okay, so next up, these athletes behind me, they obviously need no introduction, but behind me we have defending champion and 5-time Iron Series winner, Ali Day, defending champion and 3 times winner, Lana Rogers, 2-time Iron Series champion, Matt Bevilacqua, 2-time Iron Series champion, Georgia Miller, and we've got our rising stars coming through, New South Wales Under-17 Ironman champion, Noah Maggs, and Under-17 Australian Ironwoman champion, Caitlin Reese. Thank you. All right, so I'll grab the mic. We might start with you, Ali Day. So I'll get you in here. So you've won this series 5 times before, which is an incredible effort. Can you just tell us, I guess, the secrets of Ali Day? What gets you motivated to come back every year?
Yeah, thanks so much, Courts. Obviously extremely honoured and so grateful for Race One and Shaw and Partners Financial Services to be putting this series on. And obviously I don't need much more motivation after hearing what was just announced. So obviously I love this sport. I'm so passionate about it, and it's going to be a really good challenge this year. So I'm super motivated by, this new series.
And there's certainly some exciting new formats, as we just heard Wayne Jury talk about before. How are you feeling about that? Are you going to change anything preparing for this series?
Oh, I don't think so. Look, there's obviously some big changes there, but as Wayne just said, like the formats are still the same. Look, there's going to be a lot more people racing, and I think there's going to be a lot more energy, obviously, out in the water. But I don't think things change. You've got to go back to building the foundations, which I know I am, and I know all the guys behind me are doing at the moment as well. So it's going to be one hell of a series, and again, I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you so much, Ali. And have a little extra cheerleader as well for this series coming up. So Lana, welcome you forward. So defending champion, just hearing that name out loud, does that, I guess, change mentally for you this season? Do you feel more pressure going into the summer ahead?
You know, it really doesn't. I've been able to be in this position before, and I'm super blessed about that. So I don't have any expectations of myself at all, and I'm just happy with what I'm doing. And if it happens, great. If it doesn't, that's okay too. I'm just really content with life at the moment, personally, and in my athlete career as well. So yeah, I'm really, really excited about this year's series.
Well, we have to mention that you have had a perfect year. It's been one of the greatest seasons anyone's seen. But you do have, you know, being a role model, you do have a lot of up-and-comers. We've got Katie Reese here behind us, and being more numbers in the series this year, do you find that exciting? Are you going to kind of, get moving at training a bit more?
You know, I think it's exciting that there's more spots opened up this year in the series. There's now 15 spots available to those next generation coming through, and those people that are, you know, always there for the series but just not making the cut. So I think it's going to make people a lot more hungry, and the racing's just going to be faster and fiercer. So I think we've all got to be ready for that.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lana. Love the new hair as well. So Matt Bevilacqua, welcome you forward. You've won this series 2 times before. You are one of the most experienced athletes going into this season. I guess just talking to Lana before, there are new up-and-coming athletes. You know, there might be some athletes that are going to very much make their first series. Do you think, being as experienced as you are, you're going to have, I guess, you know, that extra kind of up than those young kids coming through?
Oh, look, I don't think so. I think it's such an exciting time for the sport that so many nippers around Australia are going to be striving to make that series, make this Shaw and Partners Iron Series. And with 28 starting on the line, it's just going to be, everyone's going to be so hungry. It's really exciting. People are going to be fueled on that adrenaline, training on Monday morning and getting ready for this summer. So it's going to be hard work out there. Like Ali said, it's going to be a lot of energy out in the water. So ready for it, and just really excited to leave the sport in a better place than what I found it. So yeah, exciting times.
And there are so many eliminators this year. You've raced many of those before. I guess prepping for those eliminators, what are you going to do? Anything different this year?
Yeah, I just think that this format change is so exciting. I mean, we're following the major sports around the globe where you have a grand final. You know, it's do or die. We spoke about it last night, where the energy of that final day will be like nothing we've ever felt before. And as an athlete, that's what you train for. You train to feel that adrenaline, and we're addicted to it. And I think we're going to get blown away by how much we feel on the line on that grand final eliminator. So it won't be like any other eliminator we've done before, and just ready to embrace it and ride with the flow this summer. It's exciting.
Awesome. We look forward to having you out there. Thank you, Bevy. So, G, we welcome you up. We know that you've got a very exciting this year, you know, getting married, and also obviously the Shaw and Partners new series coming up. Last year, even though you will be a bride this year, but being the bridesmaid for this series, how does that feel, I guess, this winter? Does it give you that little bit of extra motivation?
Yeah, I was definitely the bridesmaid last season, and I've learnt from those things, and moving forward, it's just for me getting back into training, finding some routine in this winter, and just looking forward to what is going to be the most iconic Shaw and Partners Iron Series ever, and how fantastic that we can all be involved in the first one. So that is historic in itself, and I'm just looking forward to seeing new faces on the start line and being one of the oldest faces on the start line, which is really exciting for me.
That's amazing. And we've seen you time and time again. You know how to race every single format. We know that you're amazing at all of them. Is there a format that you really love? Like, what's your favourite one out there? It's a hard question.
It is such a hard question because, yeah, you obviously train for every format because you need to be good across all different formats, all different legs of the sport, and there's just so much to fit into a week. I feel like we need more hours in the day to train more, but I think we'd all just be so exhausted. But I think for me, my favourite format is the specialist, where we do the individual legs and then finish off with an iron. It is probably the hardest, I think, of them all, but it is so challenging, and it just brings out such a different level of of iron racing. But I think the eliminators just bring that real excitement, and dropping people out is just, everyone is on their toes, and that first race of the day is always so nerve-wracking. You just never want to be knocked out first. So fingers crossed I can be on the start line of that last grand finale eliminator on the Sunday, and then you just go from there and hope it goes your way.
Well, you know you can handle pain well. I've just got a little extra question to ask. What name is going to be on the back of your swimmers?
I will actually be starting the series this year with Fitzsimmons on my togs, which is very exciting. Yes, I am getting married in October, so just before the season kicks off. Fitzsimmons, though, is a very long last name, so I'm hoping to shorten it if SLSA will allow me to just Fitz. Yeah.
I call you Fitzy as a nickname, but thank you so much, Georgia. And Noah Maggs, a new face coming up, very exciting. We know that obviously Connor, your older brother, is in the series. How much does that, I guess, push you to want to be a part of this Shaw and Partners Ironman series?
Thanks, Cole. I always wanted to make the series ever since I saw it on TV, same as Connor. And when he made it, he really set the bar for myself and my family. And with the new format this season, hopefully I can grab one of those spots and compete against him and maybe even beat him.
Absolutely. I remember Bonnie saying the same thing about me. So we all want to know in the Maggs family household, we all know that you eat a lot, you have the best lunchboxes packed every carnival, but just how competitive is it behind the scenes?
So competitive. We can't even get through a board game together because we're always trying to get a winner. Sadie usually wins, but I'm not admitting that. But yeah, usually we're pretty competitive. We push each other in training, we push each other in races, and yeah, I'm glad to be a part of this family.
Oh, thank you so much, Noel. We look forward to seeing you out there. Make sure you stay away from that basketball so we don't see that again. So thank you. And now we welcome, last but not least, Katie Reese. So you've had an incredible season so far. Last season, should we say, at the Australian titles, win the board and the Iron Woman. That's an incredible feat. How much would this mean? And I guess how long has this been a dream for you? 2 questions in one to make this Iron series.
Yes, it's definitely been a dream of mine for so long. Ever since I've been watching all these incredible athletes on the TV, I've just wanted to make it so much. And I really, with the incredible support now from Shaw and Partners, Financial Services and Race One, they're making incredible opportunities for us younger athletes to try to get into these series. So I'd be absolutely stoked if I can do it.
And you're going to have a busy season ahead. You've got, not only the next gen, but there's also 15 spots that will be up for this year's trials. What do you believe it's going to take for you to get a spot in that 15 at the trials coming up in November?
Definitely a lot of hard training and just the passion I have for the sport. Hopefully that can push me enough to squeeze into that top 15 so I can live out my dream.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Beautiful answer. We look forward to watching you. So, thank you so much to... Yes, okay. So thank you so much to, I was going to say, our amazing, incredible champion athletes. But not only that, they're also champion people as well. So we've just got Wayne Jury coming back. He's just going to share a few more things with you. Thank you.
Thanks, Courtney. Yes, as I said in my initial speech, we'll be taking 28 competitors to the start line for the first weekend. 15 of those will be from the trial in November, and good luck to all those athletes in that trial in November. But the rest of the field will be made up of 12 qualifiers from last year's series, along with the winner of the Next Gen series last year. So just to congratulate those athletes from the series last year that have made automatic qualification to the Shaw and Partners Iron Series for 24-25. Lana Rogers, I'll do the females first. Lana Rogers, Northcliffe. Georgia Miller, Northcliffe. Olivia Corrin, Northcliffe. Alexa Ultram, Sunshine Beach. Tiani Massey, Maroochydore. Lizzie Wellborn, Newport. Emily Doyle, Northcliffe. Naomi Scott, Northcliffe. Jasmine Raywood, Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park. Emma Woods, Alexandra Headland. Brielle Cooper, Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park. Lucy Derbyshire, Surfers Paradise, and the female winner from Next Gen, Kalani Ives from Northcliffe. Please congratulate those 13 females. Now on to the males. Automatic qualifiers from last year's series. Ali Day, Surfers Paradise. Joe Collins, Northcliffe. Matt Bevilacqua, Northcliffe. Zach Morris, Northcliffe. Finn Askew, Surfers Paradise. Corey Fletcher, Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park. Kai Kinsella, Tugun, Kendrick Louis, Manly, Jackson Borg, Newport, Corey Taylor, Northcliffe, Ben Carberry, Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park, and our Australian Ironman winner, Daniel Collins of Redhead. And the male from the Next Gen, please congratulate Ethan Callahan, Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park, the 13 male qualifiers for the series, and we wish all those athletes all the best.
Well, there you have it. There's our athletes so far. We look forward to that weekend in November at Tugun on the Gold Coast. So this concludes our official proceedings. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending here in Bondi. For the media, can you please see our lovely Joe and Phoebe? They will be around for those one-on-one interviews with the athletes, and then we'll be doing some photos down on the beach. But thank you so much for your time today, and we look forward to seeing you, everyone, in the summer, on the beach for the summer for the Shaw and Partners Iron Series. Thank you.